The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind explains how to access the potential of the subconscious mind. Accessing our subconscious mind can make us happier and wiser. It can reduce the mortality rate. It can also help us make money and find the love of our life. The subconscious mind has the power to improve people's lives. Joseph Murphy conducted years of research on the major religions of the world. He believed that at the core of all spiritual life, there was a great power. This power is within each of us. This video book is a summary of the original work. The complete book published by the author can be found at the link in the description of this video. Before continuing with the listening of the video book, we ask you to support us by subscribing to the channel and activating the notification bell. Stay with us until the end of the video and let us know what you think. Thank you.
The author. In the crucible of the intellectual ferment of the 1940s in Los Angeles, Joseph Murphy, an inherently eloquent author, found himself intertwining his destiny with the currents of religious science. His proximity to the founder, Ernest Holmes, marked the beginning of a journey into the infinite world of the human mind. The University of Southern California laid the academic foundations for this scholar of psychology, but it was in his encounter with Holmes that the horizon of his understanding expanded, opening gateways into the mysteries of the subconscious. The Divine Science Association and its president, Erwin Gregg, were pivotal in Murphy's path toward ordination in divine science. This path led him to guide the Church of Divine Science in Los Angeles, a forge of innovative and fervent thought that saw him emerge as a beacon in the landscape of new thought. The essence of his teaching lay in the virtuous and potent use of the subconscious mind, an invaluable tool capable of healing illnesses and shaping reality itself. As he wrote, "Your subconscious mind accepts anything as true, and your conscious mind acts on that suggestion and translates it into physical reality." This enigmatic author, with his pen steeped in wisdom, channeled the power of words, such as when he stated, "Thoughts become things." On every page of his writings, one perceives the deep conviction that behind every illness, behind every circumstance, lies the potential for healing and transformation, a secret hidden in the depths of the mind. Murphy, a luminary of positive thinking, fervently reminds us that the mind is everything. You become what you think. His words resonate as a call to self-determination, to the awareness of the unexplored potential lying within us. Through his work, Joseph Murphy
The act of repetition can train the subconscious. Within the kaleidoscope of mental mechanisms emerges the power of repetition in shaping our subconscious. Learning a new skill is a journey through the winding paths of concentration and conscious effort. Like the first attempt at riding a bicycle, an endeavor that requires effort and determination. But as the pedals continue to turn, the magic of repetition is felt. Conscious effort fades as the subconscious mind assimilates and perfects the task. What was once a challenge becomes habit. Riding a bike becomes an instinctive action, a harmony between mind and movement. However, the strength of repetition isn't solely the key to learning, but also the path to conquering personal challenges. The story of Enrico Caruso, the illustrious 19th-century Italian opera tenor, reveals a poignant chapter in this journey toward mastering the mind. Before performances, Caruso was gripped by nervousness, feeling a tightening in his throat. His conscious mind, unaware of the power of the subconscious mind, interfered with an ability that had become second nature to him. Negative thoughts, like intrusive specters, besieged his confidence. The worry that the performance might go awry, the fear of a hostile reception from the audience acted as chains that limited him. But Caruso didn't yield. With a determination reflecting his powerful voice, he engaged in an internal dialogue. Addressing his conscious mind, he commanded it not to interfere with his subconscious mind. This inner dialogue allowed him to calm the storms of his fears, enabling him to elevate his performance. As he himself stated, the conscious mind is the gardener, the subconscious mind is the garden. If the gardener plants seeds of fear, anxiety, worry, the subconscious will make them grow. This awareness liberated him from the prison of negative thoughts, allowing him to command the stage with confidence and mastery. Caruso's lesson is an affirmation of
the positivity of thought and visualization, key elements to materialize your dreams. In the labyrinth of beliefs and healing practices, the power of positive thinking and visualization unfolds as healing tools. Once, in the 18th century, priests instilled in the ill the faith in God as the key to healing. Some attributed the success of this practice to divine intervention, but a deeper analysis suggests that the crux of these healings actually resided in the power of the subconscious mind. Within the intricate fabric of healing stories emerges one involving a relative of Joseph Murphy, struck by the dreadful tuberculosis. Determined to offer relief, the son adopted a bold gesture. He picked up a modest piece of wood from the street and gave it to his father. He explained that the fragment originated from a cross bought by a monk, the keeper of an ancient healing sanctuary. With conviction, he asserted that the cross possessed the power to alleviate suffering. Clasping that modest relic throughout the night, the father witnessed a miracle. The once devastating illness completely vanished by the break of the new day. Yet, within the delicate interweaving of thought and reality, a crucial observation surfaces. If one visualizes or imagines what is hoped to be true, sometimes it comes to pass. However, the shattering of this illusion can sometimes reawaken the illness, underscoring the fragility of the line between the power of the mind and the solidity of reality. This miracle, it appears, is not an isolated event. Joseph Murphy, a voice of the subconscious mind's power, expressed through radio frequencies, enlightening millions of listeners with the potency of the mind. In the program, The Church of Divine Science, he outlined the method of mental movies, a process involving shaping a desired mental image, holding it within the subconscious sphere until it transforms into reality. The testimonials from his listeners form a mosaic of his words. Multiple individuals have used this methodology to sell their homes at the right price and to the right buyer. The letters of gratitude flooding to Murphy testify to the effectiveness of this practice in facilitating the sale of their
Embrace your innate self-healing ability. What the other person says or does cannot truly bother or irritate you unless you allow it to disturb you. The only way it can bother you is through your thought. These words resonate like ancient bells within the heart of a profound truth. The idea that our reaction entirely depends on the lens through which we view the world, a perspective challenging us to reconsider the power we give to external events. It's as if every emotion, every action, every impulse of reaction were a choreographed dance in the secret hall of our minds. When we reach emotional empathy and inner maturity, we don't succumb to the grip of criticism or to another sort of resentment. But the reality is that our natural tendency often leans towards embracing the darkness of negative thoughts, letting circumstances shape our mood. Yet, we should act as guardians of our minds, choosing happiness despite the storms. Negative thoughts, with their deep roots, can weave into the fabric of our emotions, altering the course of our success. One of Joseph Murphy's associates, immersed in the daily whirlwind, saw his life turn into turbulent waters. Long working hours stood as a wall between him and family, while blood pressure rose like a sentinel of imminent danger. His distorted view of his work reality, fueled by a stream of negative thoughts, rooted in remorse for the past, in guilt for what he hadn't done for a long-lost brother. A spiral of negativity, a mental prison that drove him to punish himself, to punish those around him without realizing it wasn't the boss, but his baggage of thoughts directing the dance of his actions. It's as if what strikes is our interpretation, our internal reaction, an intricate dance between perception and response happening within the depths of our minds. And in this intricate play between
Fears are just deceptive thoughts. I like to envision life as a stage, a place where youth doesn't crumble amid the folds of time, but is nourished by the flame of enthusiasm and curiosity. It's as if our internal clock slows its ticking when the mind opens up to new ideas, when the curtain rises, and we welcome the sunlight and the inspiration of new truths about life and the universe. Fear, like a faithful travel companion, creeps into our days from the very first steps. As children, we fear monsters under the bed. As adults, this emotion transforms into worries about material matters like money. But it's the false perception that fuels both of these fears, and challenging them means undertaking a battle against our own thoughts. Aging is a specter that, like a shadow, sneaks into the folds of existence. However, we can dissolve it by transforming our view of what it means to age. Age is not just a matter of numbers, but of keeping curiosity alive, of continuing to learn new skills. An executive close to Joseph Murphy, reaching retirement at 65, upset the dictates of time. For him, retirement didn't mean sinking into a sea of uncertainties, but rather inaugurating a new chapter of learning. He embraced photography, explored new lands, becoming a lecturer on the art of aging with wisdom. Murphy's father painted a similar picture. At 65, he decided to learn French.
Combining visualization and personal passions can significantly improve your life. Visualization can also serve as a guide towards attracting money. When your dreams are accompanied by the power of visualization, the flow of money opens up in your life. Imagining the ultimate goal of your existence fuels the subconscious, acting as a beacon to guide you towards achieving that desire. There's a fascinating story, a tale from overseas, that embodies the strength of visualization and passion in a young Australian aspiring to become a doctor and surgeon. But the doors of education seemed closed to him due to a lack of funds. Every evening, in the quiet of imminent sleep, he painted in his mind the vision of a medical degree proudly hanging on the wall. That's when a doctor, sensing the sparkle of his potential, took him under his wing, teaching him the subtle arts of instrument sterilization and injections. The young man used the fruits of his labor in these activities to finance his way through medical school. When one combines their passions with a positive vision, the seeds of initial success sprout, further propelling us towards excellence. This is a story that teaches us that visualization, when fueled by passion and perseverance, can pave the way for success, shaping not only our destiny but also our own determination to achieve it.
Your subconscious can guide you to meet the ideal romantic partner. Positive visualization can also lead us to the perfect romantic partner. There's a fascinating story embodying the power of visualization in search of a soulmate, tied to a teacher who, according to Murphy, used this practice. This woman, with a troubled marital past involving 3 ex-husbands with weak and passive personalities, knew these weren't the qualities she desired in a partner. She herself had a dominant personality and attracted men with characteristics opposite to her aspirations. But every night, before drifting into sleep, she mentally constructed the image of the ideal partner using her subconscious. Fate led her to a job as a secretary in a medical practice, where she met the strong man of her dreams, a healthy and successful doctor. Their encounter was the seed of a happy and fulfilling marriage. There are 3 fundamental pillars that can guide success in life. Success can be achieved by following these 3 key steps. Love what you do. Sometimes it can be a challenge, but when you love what you do, life takes on a new hue. Love for your work transforms commitment into passion, and every workday won't be a burden but a joy. Finding work that inspires might take time and effort, but seeking advice from career experts and maintaining faith in finding the right vocation are crucial steps. Specialize. When you find your vocation, it's essential to deepen knowledge and specialize.
Desire for happiness. In the journey towards happiness, there's a pressing invitation to make a conscious choice, to choose happiness. Joseph Murphy states, "Happiness is a habit. It is a good habit to reflect upon often." These words resonate as a guide in the search for inner joy. Happiness, Murphy contends, is a reflection of our mental state. It's a construct of the mind that we can embrace if we so desire. However, the prevailing tendency in humanity leans towards unhappiness. People often scrutinize their environment for flaws, focusing on the negative aspects. Paradoxically, this attitude attracts further negative experiences into their path. There are circumstances that can limit the effectiveness of the subconscious realm in our lives. These critical examples are sometimes used to discredit the effectiveness of the proposed method. However, the truth lies in the fact that the surrounding environment might not be optimal to allow the power of the subconscious mind to fully express itself.
There are 2 factors that can compromise the effectiveness of our unconscious realm. The first is a lack of confidence. The second is the overload of pressure in trying to make it work. Your unconscious mind materializes an idea as soon as it accepts it. It acts on every command, whether positive or negative. Any hesitation takes root in the realm of the unconscious. Money is an eloquent example. You can imagine a wealthy future, but if you don't firmly believe that this can happen, your unconscious realm will create a reality where money is lacking. In this way, you are not harnessing the power of the unconscious mind to your advantage. The inefficiency of the unconscious realm stems solely from a lack of self-confidence. Allow the realm of the unconscious to influence your life, but do not force it to help you. If you stress it too much, you will fail in your intent. Avoid imposed beliefs. The use of genuine beliefs allows the unconscious mind to transform them into reality. Forcing only works in the conscious realm. Relax and trust that the unconscious mind will work for you. Maintain this relaxed approach even when results are not immediate. The summary of the power of the subconscious explains how accessing the potential of the subconscious mind can improve people's lives, making them happier, wiser, and even reducing the mortality rate. Joseph Murphy also discusses how repetition can train the subconscious mind, how self-healing can activate it, and how the combination of visualization and personal passions can enrich an individual's life. Additionally, it touched on the concept that fears are just false thoughts, how desiring happiness can foster a feeling of happiness, and the two factors that can compromise the effective use of the subconscious mind. Thank you for listening to this audiobook. We ask you to support us by subscribing to the channel by clicking the bell so you will receive notifications for every new audiobook we publish. Leave us a comment on the audiobook you just listened to or suggest the title of a book you would like to find in the channel as an audiobook summary. Until next time.